Hi, good morning, everybody. How's everyone doing? Welcome, welcome. Actually, I think my camera is pointed too low for this right now. We should aim it a little bit higher up. Yes, I am wearing my nice Zelda pants for today's holiday event. What's going on, folks? So Phil here, and welcome to the Christmas 2020 marathon event. That is right. Once a year, I sit down and I get festive with all of you. Not to say that we haven't had festive stuff all month with all the decorations and the special pop-up messages and everything going on. But today, we just have a good time. It's not about ongoing playthroughs. It's not about being serious. It's about just kind of messing around and getting into the holiday spirit. You know, Christmas is in only 2 days. Today is the 23rd of December, 2020. And it's great once a year to kind of just have a good time with all of you, reminisce, hang out, have some fun conversation, and play a variety of games while, you know, I do some fun stuff like drink. Which, by the way, no, I'm not drinking yet. It is currently 10:45 a.m. here. I have no desire to start drinking yet. What we're going to do is get set up, and once I start actually playing video games after this pre-stream, then I will begin to drink. I'll tell you all about that in just a moment, because I'm going to tell you all the plans for today and everything. And everything we're playing in the order and everything, just so you know, okay? So, welcome everyone. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's doing well. You know, it's Christmas week, a couple days before Christmas at this point. I hope everyone is gonna have a good Christmas. You know, very, very, very different year this year with the pandemic and everything going on. And hopefully a lot of you are going to stay safe and not going to take the risk of doing giant gatherings. And, you know, we have so many problems in the world right now. United States only recently getting a little bit of hope from these vaccines that are only being administered basically to the frontline employees and those who are so much at risk, either in the healthcare industry or those who are like in old people's homes and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So because of that, at least things may get better in the long term, but I know many of us this year are not actually going to have a normal Christmas, all right? And that sucks. It really does. I hope that no matter what you end up doing, you end up having a good time and you're safe and you're healthy. You and yours, your entire family, your friends, whoever it is you celebrate the holidays with. I hope you have a good time. Understand that, you know, I can't obviously be there with my viewers, but I'm happy to do special Christmas events like this so that, you know, we can kind of have a good time together. This year, I have been privileged to be able to entertain you at a time when many other people were out of work. And at a time when many other things became very inconsistent, I was able to still be consistent. And that was an amazing thing. And boy, did you guys reciprocate with the positivity and the support this year. Holy crap. It was one hell of a positive year for me on my streams and everything kind of turning around when it came to public opinion and all kinds of stuff. So thank you guys very much for that. I really do appreciate that. And I certainly hope that you guys will enjoy today's special event. All right. So let's talk a little bit about the special event, because there's a lot to talk about what we're going to be doing today. It's only 10:47 a.m. right now. I'm going to be streaming today, starting now, all right, and probably all the way through 8 p.m., all right? It all depends on many different factors. How much fun we're having, how many games I've gotten through, how drunk I am, how I'm feeling, am I going to be exhausted by then, etc. We'll see what happens. How much fun, obviously, you guys are having, the viewers, right? It all depends on all these different factors. But this is going to be considered a marathon stream because there's not going to be any turning off of the stream for hours on end for me to have dinner or whatever. This is not any continuous game playthroughs at all. This is just going to be some silly fun all day long, okay? So let's talk a little bit about that. First of all, let's talk about the games that I'll be playing, all right? The Angry Video Game Nerd video game. This is a game that came out in 2013, and then a sequel was released, I think, a year or two later. And then it was remastered recently this year, actually just a couple months ago, and sold as a collection, both on the Nintendo Switch and the PC. Well, I'm going to be playing the PC version, because guess what? It was cheaper. It's that simple. So we're going to be checking that out today. I've never played the AVGN game. I used to be a ginormous fan of the Angry Video Game Nerd before I made content for the internet. I mean, from the years of, like, 2006 through, like, 2009. I was a huge fan. I was watching this stuff constantly. I used to actually show his videos to my dad, and he would laugh at them, too. We'd watch them together. Angry Video Game Nerd is one of the reasons why I was inspired to make content for the internet, just being very matter-of-fact here. I saw this guy who, obviously, he didn't have a production budget, right? But he had talent. And because he was funny and he had talent, he was able to make these little indie videos and films for the internet and get popularity based off of it. And I said, well, if he can do it, maybe I can do it. And it actually worked. You know what I mean? Like, it actually happened that I started doing this stuff and it got popularity on the internet. So, being that I used to be a huge fan of the guy, I never played his game. And that's kind of weird. You know, you would think that I would have played it, and I never did. I haven't actually seen an Angry Video Game Nerd video in about 10 years. That's how that's how long. You know, I used to be a super fan watching every piece of content, and now I haven't seen anything in about a decade. So anything he's done in the last decade, I haven't seen. I'll have no understanding of any of the references, but hopefully the games have some of the things from his classic stuff, and I will understand that, okay? So that's going to be a game we're going to play today. Minecraft. Yes, we're going to be returning to my Minecraft world for the first time. I think it's since July. I'm almost positive it was July was the last time that we actually booted up Minecraft together. That's a long time. Are we doing anything in particular in Minecraft today? No, not really. It's going to be more like a tour of Minecraft. Many of you maybe have not even seen my Minecraft world before. This is a world that for a year and a half I built continuously on a weekly basis. I would play Minecraft and we would do projects and stuff. And then I'll be honest, two things happened. Number one, we got really busy with new releases this year during the summer, which is abnormal. That almost never happens. But because of the pandemic, so many games were delayed this year that so many good things came out in the summer. I just didn't really have time for those kind of downtime streams anymore, all right? And then number two, let's be honest, we kind of got bored of it. Like, after doing Minecraft for about a year and a half and basically doing weekly sessions of building, it became a lot more tedious to have to always constantly say, I gotta build this, we're gonna build that. It kind of lost its spirit of fun, in my opinion. It was, for a long time, it was just about surviving, exploring, every once in a while building something. Then all of a sudden it became, every week we gotta do a major project. It's like work versus actually enjoying myself, and I kind of just didn't feel like doing it anymore. So we kind of phased it out, but I always said I would go back to it, and I figured today would be a special day to go back to the world, see how it's doing. By the way, I don't even know what's going to happen when I boot this game up because I don't remember where I was last time that I played. And we're just going to play it by ear and go from there. See what happens, okay? Maybe the whole world will explode and that'll be the end of it. Who knows? Okay. Then, later on, we're going to be doing 3 different games on PlayStation 5. All right, we've got completely different styles of games. Fall Guys, the kind of extreme elimination challenge style game. It is battle royale, but not really. It's not that formula. It's a different kind because it's competition, direct competition in mini games. They just had last week their major Season 3 update where they added a bunch of new games. I think at least 2 new ones that are winter themed, and they have a bunch of new skins, penguins and stuff. Pretty neat. So I'm excited for that. That's going to be one of the things we're going to do. Then we're going to actually check out a game that people have asked for about a year. Scrat's Nutty Adventure. It's an Ice Age platformer. Why on earth they decided in 2019 to release an Ice Age platformer, I have no idea, because I don't think that there was any Ice Age movie last year. Maybe I'm wrong. But I'm finally going to check it out after a year of some people campaigning for me to check it out. We're going to be doing that. And then Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War multiplayer, which is always a fan favorite. You guys love when I play this because a lot of times I rage. Now, here's the forewarning, all right? Incredibly hit or miss right now because it's still part of the free weekend. It's not a weekend anymore, but they're calling it that. What it is over the course of this last week, they made the game free for everybody to play online. So you've got a tremendous amount of people with terrible internet who don't even know how to play, slamming the servers, all right? And this is making the connections god-awful. It really is. It's making the connections, like, so bad. Shoot a guy 10 times, you instantly die, and then you watch the kill cam. According to that, they shot you and you never shot them. I'm like, what the hell? That's like the worst. And it's weird because then I'll get a game, works perfectly fine, and I get insane kill streaks and fucking chopper gunner and everything. So it's like so weird. But anyway, I like the game. I just can't wait for the free weekend to end, being honest, so that it'll go back to normal. Because before this free weekend, it was actually really good, and now it went to shit. So hopefully, this whole thing will fix itself, okay? You know what's funny? Some people in the stream chat are saying, what happened to my beard? What do you mean what happened to my beard? This is my beard. This used to be black. It's all white and gray now. I've told you guys this. People don't believe me. I've told you guys this over the past couple of years. This is my beard. It's exactly the same thickness it used to be, but it's all white hairs now. So you can see right through it, or you see all the white. You see that? I'm old, guys. I'm 38 years old. I started doing YouTube when I was, what, 27, 26? I'm trying to even remember. You know, it's been over a decade. I get older. And things change. You know, both my mustache and my especially any of the hair on my face, actually, is pretty much gray. Now, the thing is, usually you guys are staring at a tiny webcam that's 480p. This is 1080p video now. Well, actually, it's 900p. I'm broadcasting at 900p, but the camera's at 1080p. So now you can actually see that it's all white, okay? And it's just going to get whiter as I get older, so you guys better get used to it, all right? Use Just for Men on my goatee. Why would I do that? Why on earth would I do that? Anyway, guys, so those are the games we're playing. That's a good variety. Now, if for some reason one of those games decides not to work, I don't know why it wouldn't, because I bought them all and tested them. They seem to work. Or if we do some of these games only for a short period of time, like let's say we play one of the games, oh man, it's not that good. All right, cut it short. We'll do something else, and then maybe later on in the day, if we have extra time, we could maybe do some old school throwback Street Fighter. Okay, or one thing that I have not done at all in Black Ops Cold War is tested out the zombies mode. I don't even know what it is because I haven't tried it. So maybe we can just mess around with that for a little bit. You know, just something to kind of have a, in case if something goes wrong or something's not very good and we want to end it early, something else to do. Now, there's also going to be a live DSP Tries It during today's marathon. This is going to be a special holiday-themed episode, and it's not fast food. I'm not going out to get a greasy burger or a stupid sandwich or dumb pizza. Or actually something holiday themed today, which would be pretty neat. And I hope you guys will like that because it's something different. I don't do a DSP Tries It like that. All right. Now, the other thing is I'll be in festive holiday attire. I already got my holiday t-shirt on. I have 3 holiday sweaters that I'm going to be swapping out. And I think what I'm going to do is, like, every time that I play a game, when I finish a segment of a game and I'm swapping over to the next and we take a short break, I'll probably put on a different, like, holiday themed sweater or something like that. Okay. Figure it makes sense to do that. And, of course, what everyone's talking about, will I be drinking today? Absolutely, yes, I'll be drinking today. What will I be drinking? I have 5 different holiday-themed beers. I have a bottle of eggnog from Trader Joe's. I've never had the Trader Joe's brand eggnog yet, so I don't know what it's going to taste like. And something special, but I don't want to go crazy because I don't know between the beers and the eggnog how it's going to be, if I'm buzzed or whatever. But if later on, maybe I could do something special, all right? We'll see if time permits and how things go today, because I don't want to promise you guys the world and then I can't deliver. Remember, it's about under-promising and over-delivering, not vice versa. That's what it's all about. So we'll see what happens here today, okay? Now, I'm not drinking yet. It's 10:57 in the morning. What we're going to do is we're going to do this pre-stream. We're going to talk with you guys for a bit. Update the, leaderboards, give shout-outs and everything for contributions. As usual, pre-stream. The only difference on this pre-stream is I'm on camera because it's festive. Doing something different today, okay? Once the pre-stream's done, what we're going to do is we're going to set up for the first game, which will be the Angry Video Game Nerd game, and I'm going to be playing that on PC. Now, just to forewarn everyone, to set stuff up on PC takes a while. Now, I did test the game yesterday, and it worked. That doesn't mean shit for today, because whenever I play a game on PC, things tend to go weird, all right? I have to set it up to capture and everything. I have to move my webcam. I have to move my microphone over there, my headphones. It takes a while. So once this pre-stream's over, we'll take a break, and then I got to move everything over there to set it up. It's going to take a little bit, and I apologize in advance, but that's just what happens when you got to move your setup all around and everything. That's how it's going to go. All right. Now, when I start playing the Angry Video Game Nerd game, I'm going to try one of the beers. I got to pick one. I don't know which one to get. I think one is called, like, Abominable Ale, and I think one that's called Jolly Roger Christmas Brew, and there's one that's actually called, like Scrooge beer or something like that. And then one's called Snowcap. And and one is pecan pie flavored beer. So, very interesting, different kinds of beer to try today. All from a local liquor store that has a wide variety of stuff from the region. So, I would guarantee some of these are probably from regional beers, while others may be more widely available. I'm not sure. I'll show you what I'm drinking when I drink it. Okay? So, anyway. That's what we're going to start off with. Switching over to the AVGN game. I'll have a beer in hand, and we're going to play that for a while, okay? Then, we're going to switch over to the Xbox One, and we're going to do Minecraft, okay? You might be saying, well, why are you doing this order? Because you guys voted. I actually put a poll up on Twitter last night, and the order that people wanted, they wanted Angry Video Game Nerd first, Minecraft second. So I said, fine, that's what we'll do. So Minecraft will be second. Of course, there'll be a little bit more transition. I got to transition all my equipment back over here to this side of the studio office here. and then get that booted up. Now, by the way, oh my God, I got to tell you guys about this. All right, now, I played a lot of Xbox One this year. Admittedly, most of the stuff I played on Xbox One was not actually Xbox One games. It was mostly backwards compatible stuff. But I did a lot of stuff on my Xbox One this year, okay? I haven't booted my Xbox One in about 2 months because once the PS5 showed up, I mean, I've literally every day I've played every game on PS5, which is awesome that I'm able to do that. So I knew I was going to have to get this ready for today. So last night on my day off, I plugged the sucker in and I boot her up. And of course, there's a giant console update, which I had heard of. I had actually heard that to coincide with the release of the Xbox Series X, S, and X, that Microsoft had also done a dashboard update for the Xbox One, so the dashboards look the same on both consoles, okay? Okay, let's do it. So I did this big, major update to the console, which took about 25 minutes to do, okay? And it boots up. Well, this is cool. Looks different. I'm moving around the menus. They seem pretty streamlined. Again, I guess I can't find anything again. Every single time that Microsoft updates their dashboard, it's a mess. You don't know where anything is. I don't know where I'm going to find anything now. Who knows, right? So anyway, Minecraft. I haven't played Minecraft since July. You have to think this game probably has a ton of updates, right? So I force update Minecraft. Great. I go to boot the game. Okay? Click on it. And it says Mojang for 4 minutes. I'm not exaggerating here. It just sat there at the title screen, Mojang. 4 minutes. Then it went away, and it went to a white screen for 2 minutes. Okay? Then the white screen went away, and then it booted up the background of Minecraft, which shows like some stuff, like showed some of the Nether stuff they added this year, and it froze for another 2 minutes. Then finally a menu popped up, but then it disappeared and said, "Gotta sync your game world." Then the menu popped up again, and as I was trying to move through it, it was insanely delayed and locking up and lagging, and I was like, oh my God. Like, this has never happened when I played Minecraft before. We've had some delays booting the game, with syncing and everything, but this was like unprecedented levels of lag. And so after about, I'm not even kidding, it took about 10 minutes, I finally was able to boot my game world, and all I did was boot it to make sure it would work, and it booted. I said, well, I got to get out of here. So I closed the game, and I pressed I don't even know what they call it on the Xbox One controller. The home button, the dashboard button. It's supposed to open up a menu that says, do you want to go to the dashboard, you know, and basically put this game in suspend mode. Nothing happened. I'm like, huh? I keep pushing it, and it's making a noise, but nothing's happening on the screen. What the hell is happening with this console? Finally, after about 2 more minutes of doing it, finally it popped up. And it said, you want, yes, minimize, get out of here. And I closed Minecraft. I was like, oh my God, I have no idea what's going to happen today. And that's why, admittedly, we have backup games for today. Because it almost seems to me that when they did this update, okay, to the console, they bricked the damn thing. Like, the thing seems to now run like shit. I think this is an update that probably runs really good on maybe the Xbox One X and the Xbox Series S and X, but this launch console can't seem to really handle the update. Whatever they did, I couldn't believe it. 10 minutes to boot Minecraft. That is impressively bad. So I don't know what's going to happen today. I would love to promise you guys, oh, we're going to do a tour of the Minecraft world. It's going to be neat. It might not work at all. And if it doesn't work, I apologize in advance. And there's not much we can do about that. After we do our Minecraft deal, if it works or not, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to the PlayStation 5, and we're just going to play PS5 stuff for the rest of today. All right, the games on there, again, Scratch Nutty Adventure, Fall Guys, and Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. And really, I'll leave it up to you guys. Maybe what we'll do is we'll do live polls to determine the order that I play those games. That's totally up to you. If, again, we're playing a game and you guys don't like it, we can end it early and move on to the next. We can keep it moving here. And if by the end of all 5 games, we have extra time, I'd be more than happy to maybe play some old school Street Fighter or something like that. You know, I'm happy with that because I think that that would be pretty neat to do during the marathon as well. All right. Now, a couple of things that are different today than a normal stream. All right. I want to be upfront and honest with all of you here. You may notice there's no tips goal for today. This stream will be running all day long. Now, typically, you guys know I run 2 streams a day, and each stream I usually have a $100 tips goal. Sometimes I hit it, sometimes I don't. Usually, if we raise $50 in tips, I'll put on gunner glasses. Usually, if we raise $100 in tips, I'll put on a vest. Ladies and gentlemen, we're not doing that today, because today is different. It's a marathon, it's a different kind of deal, and I'm already going to be wearing festive holiday attire. I'm going to be putting on sweaters and stuff. I'm not going to put a vest over a sweater, all right? Not going to be stupid. So, no vests today, no glasses today. Today, it's all about just chilling, having a good time. There's no goals. If we don't hit the goal, any kind of, I mean, typically I try to raise $200 in a day of tips. If we don't hit that today, what can you do? All right? Please, by all means, today, if you want to contribute and support the streams, as I tell you guys all the time, I'm an independent. I don't get paid for streaming. I don't have a contract to stream anywhere. I don't have a partnership or sponsorship anywhere. It's all about crowdfunding. So if you guys like the fact that I'm doing a special holiday event for you today, I'm drinking, I'm doing stuff differently, by all means, guys, please contribute. Especially now around the holidays, much, much appreciated. All right? Any contributions that come in, thank you in advance. And, of course, tips do help more than anything else right now, okay? So, please do. But there's no pressure to hit a goal today. We're not worried about the vest or anything like that. It's just a chill stream, playing a variety of stuff, being in a festive mood, having fun with all you guys. That's what it's about today, okay? So I just want to say that up front before people start freaking out. Oh, my God, there's a goal. He didn't hit the tips goal. Where's the vest? None of that today. Today is different, all right? Contributions are not mandatory on my streams. They're not expected, but they are very much appreciated. Thanks in advance to anyone who contributes in any way. Cheering, subbing, tipping, gifting subs, whatever you want to do. If you want to do it, thank you, and thank you some more. Okay? There you go. Very, very simple and upfront about that. So that's today's stream. I'm hoping that over the course of today, I will entertain you in a festive way. Hopefully you guys will have fun with me with this variety of games and a live DSP tries it and everything else that's going to come with that. I'm just going to say this up front, and that way people will not ask about it for the rest of the stream. No, my wife is not going to show up on the stream today. Every time I do a special holiday event, people ask. And I'm going to be it's actually funny because people already asked this on the pre-stream, so I will just clear the air right away. All right? 2 years ago, my wife moved in with me in 2018. And when she did, she wanted to be a part of my content. She showed up in 2 or 3 of my streams. And the last stream she showed up in was a Halloween marathon. She even went out of her way to spend good money to buy a costume. She wanted to be there for all the gameplay with me that day. It was going to be a fun thing we were going to do together. All right? Disgusting people came on the stream and said really disgusting, nasty things about her and about her personal shit behind the scenes that had nothing to do with anything that we've ever talked about on stream. It was very fucked up what happened. All right? Since then, she has said she has no desire to come on stream ever again. Now, it's funny because I've come on my streams and defended her and said, I don't know why people thought they had a right to do that. They don't. It's really messed up that they did that. People have come to me and said, oh, well, Phil, you see, you're an internet content creator, and therefore what you got to understand is when you put yourself out there, you're in the line of fire. And you got to know that when you go on stream, anyone can be attacked at any time, and that's just part of it. So it was your fault for putting her on stream that she got attacked, all right? All right, you know what? I completely disagree. I don't think that just because someone decides to be a special guest on a stream that they should now be publicly attacked for no reason. But you know what? Fair enough. Fuck it. Then she just won't be on my content anymore. She's expressed that. So what happened in the past 2 years? Guess the same people who were the nasty people to her now say, oh, she doesn't come on stream anymore because Phil keeps her hostage. And Phil says he purposely tells her she can't have an online presence and everything. Bullshit. All right, you can't have it both ways. You can't blame me for offering to have her on stream. She accepted the offer. She comes and gets attacked. And then I tell her, okay, well, it looks like the only way to stop that is for you to not come on stream. She agrees. She doesn't want to come anymore. Oh, now it's Phil's fault because he keeps her off streams. Fuck off. And especially during the holidays, really, fuck off to all you Scrooges and dumb shits out there. You're such wastes of fucking life. All you exist to do is ruin people's lives because you're so miserable yourselves. My wife is a beautiful person. She's a very fun person. She's very funny, actually. And I love spending time with her off the streams. We have a beautiful private life together that we keep private on purpose, so that way people can't mess with us in regards to that. And let me tell you, since we keep our private life private and we don't really talk about it much outside of, oh, she made a meal or whatever, you know what I mean? It's really nice. My life today, my personal life is at an all-time high because of the way that I've separated my work from my personal life. If you have a problem with that, You have no one to blame but yourselves, especially if you're one of the people who was very, very nasty 2 years ago. And it's not going to change. Maybe one day we'll see things die down. Maybe the crazy amount of idiots on the internet who stalk me in my personal life on a daily basis and try to literally make my life a living hell, maybe that will all just alleviate, okay? Maybe it'll all just alleviate one day. It certainly hasn't shown any signs of stopping, especially if you pay attention to the shit behind the scenes. It just gets worse. So guess what? Oh, well, if you ever acted like normal people, maybe my wife will come back on a stream. But certainly it's gone the opposite way. So tough shit. It's that simple. I'm sure she would one day love to come back to stream and have a good time with us. And she's never going to do that until the shitheads go away. So I guess we got a long time to wait, and maybe it'll never happen. Because these people need to grow up in order for her to come back. It's that simple. It's just cause and effect, you know? And it sucks. I would love to have her on a festive holiday stream, come in and say Happy Merry Christmas and maybe play a game or two with us. It ain't going to happen. It's just not going to happen until these people go away, and it certainly doesn't seem like they're going to go away, does it? Right? So, that being said, that's that. And that answers the question. I'm not going to entertain anyone who's talking about it. And if you keep bringing it up, you're just going to get moderated like everything else. Okay, I'm just being honest, you know. This is not about my wife. It's about us having a good festive time together. And it's hilarious because now I'm talking about that. We already have people, the trolls are here. Fuck off. They're coming here, they're already going to try to ruin it. No, you're not ruining shit today. Seriously, you're not doing anything. You're just getting the fuck out, okay? We're here to have a good festive Christmas time. We're not here to put up with your bullshit today. We have no, and when I mean we, I mean myself and the people who are actually here to enjoy the stream today, not the people who are here to just try to make a nuisance for everyone. We're actually good-hearted and well-intentioned people, unlike the scumbags out there, and you're not going to be here today. You're just going to fuck off, okay? All right. So there you go. All right, guys. So that's the deal for today. We're going to be starting after pre-stream, Angry Video Game Nerd, and we're going to continue on with various other games. Festive stuff, like I said, I'll start drinking once I start playing the games. Live DSP tries it. I'll be doing wardrobe changes between the games as well, which will be cool. And, you know, depending on time permitting, maybe we'll do some extra stuff with Street Fighter or whatever later on. Fair enough. That's today's marathon. I hope that sounds good to you. And I hope that you'll have a good time with me here today. Tomorrow, we do not get back to regularly scheduled stuff. Tomorrow, Christmas Eve, it's going to be a holiday-themed edition of Ask the King. In this episode, it's going to be me answering your questions. Some of you have been submitting questions for about a week and a half, 2 weeks now, on my forums, thekingofhate.com. You could still submit questions. If you type ! Ask the King into the stream chat right now, you can still submit questions for this show tomorrow, which I hope you will. Okay? And I'll be taking questions from Twitter, and probably during the live stream, I'll also take questions from the stream viewers. So that'll be a fun one. Hopefully, I'll get a lot of questions that are holiday themed. We can talk about a lot of holiday themed stuff tomorrow during that event, as well as other things. I'm sure it's year end. I'm sure people are going to have questions about games this year and everything. I mean, what a year it's been, right? So it'll be a fun time. It's only going to be one stream. It's going to start later than usual. You know, typically my streams start around 10:15, but for Ask the King, I take the time to review all the questions, get everything ready. So it'll start between 11:30 a.m. to like noonish Pacific time tomorrow, about an hour and a half later than usual. The show usually runs for about 3 hours, but since I take a break every, you know, hour or so, it may, you know, the show may actually end up running till 4 p.m., even though it'll be like 3 hours of me answering questions and a few breaks. So that's tomorrow, okay? No second stream tomorrow. I'm spending the day with my family. We'll be having a Christmas Eve dinner together. I'm sure we'll be talking about that probably tomorrow. And no stream on Christmas Day. Christmas Day I'll be spending with my family as well. Fair enough. I'll be back on Wednesday. Excuse me. Saturday. And on Saturday, it will be the resuming of my ongoing playthroughs. Saturday during the day, it's going to be the continuation of Yakuza 7, which I'm very excited for because if you guys have been watching the playthrough recently, we had major story developments and we got a new party member, which is really neat. So I'm excited now to jump into more and see what's going to happen with this because I don't know. I actually got thrown for a loop. I thought we were going to have one party member returning and the game bait and switched us and gave us a completely new party member. Like, oh, well, I didn't expect that. So that's going to be Saturday night. The continuation of weekly Street Fighter throwback sessions, which are now back. You guys really loved the old school Street Fighter last week. And it resumes this coming Saturday night. Okay, I hope you'll be here for that. Sunday will be more Cyberpunk during the mainstream, and I think this stream, I'm just going to focus on story at this point, because the side content of Cyberpunk is so hit or miss. Some of it is actually really outstanding, and then when I played it Monday night, I was so fucking confused and bored at why the content was even in the game. I was like, I'm disgusted. I just want to go back to the story. So I think we're just going to focus on story when we go back to it on Sunday. Sunday night will be the continuation of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which we're now back in the main story of that as well and making good progress. And then on Monday, likely will be more Yakuza, and Monday night will probably be Black Ops Cold War. And that's the streaming week. I'm off on Tuesdays, as you know. And then, for the final week of December into January, we'll just be continuing on with Cyberpunk and Yakuza, balancing that with the usual stuff at night. And I'm going to begin work on my year-end series, although admittedly, I don't know if I want to do them right away, and reason being because I do feel that if I get a little bit further in Cyberpunk, if I get a little bit further in Assassin's Creed and Yakuza, I may be able to have a more educated countdown. It's kind of messed up that I'm only about halfway through some of these games, yet I'm doing my Game of the Year awards. You know what I mean? This is a very exceptionally different year where so much stuff came out at the end of the year, there was no way for me to finish it all and then do my Game of the Year awards in a prompt amount of time. You see what I'm saying? Excuse me. So, what I'm thinking is, I will probably do those countdowns early January, but exactly when, I don't know yet. And the countdowns I'm talking about are most disappointing games of 2020 and Game of the Year Awards 2020, all right? So, when I get further into these games, then we'll get to that. And those are going to be in the form of night streams, where for 2 hours I'll do a countdown, I'll talk about each game or whatever, and I'll let you guys know my true thoughts, all right? Then, there's been major desire for me to actually do a best and worst of the last console gen countdown, which I'm willing to do. It just might take a little bit more time. Like, that might be like late January, okay? In which case, I'll go back over my previous years of countdowns, and I'll pick the best and worst from what I thought was there and kind of do a ranking for you guys, okay? So let's play it by ear and let's see what happens in January. In January, there will be other new games and stuff to play as well, although admittedly not a ton. So it'll allow me to continue on with these ongoing playthroughs I haven't finished yet. Next major games on the docket, because some people keep asking me about this. Immortals Phoenix Rising came out in early December, and basically everyone glossed over it, and no one even talked about it, because it came out at the same time that everyone was already playing the major games for the console launches, and then Cyberpunk came out. So it was like, it literally got sandwiched between two things that were so mainstream popular. No one really talked about this game, and people are telling me, dude, I have completely missed out on a gem. That this game is like super good, and I missed out on a really good game, so I should check it out. So I'm going to probably do that next, and then we'll play it by ear. I'm actually getting more and more interested in Hades, because so many more people are saying now that it's a great game, and I didn't play it, so maybe I'll check that out. I don't know. But trust me, we're going to have more than enough to do in January, because we're backlogged. You know what I mean? Again, a lot of people say, why does Phil say we? Because I feel that this streaming thing is us. It's not just me. It's us. It's organic. You guys come and hang out with me every day. I play the games, but we have an experience together. That's we. That's not me playing the game by myself. If I just sat here and played the games by myself, it would be a very different experience than us interacting while I'm playing and having a good time together. And that's why I say we. Understand? I'm not talking about just myself. Like I'm plural. Fuck that. I'm not some crazy idiot. I'm talking about us having a good time together, right? So we are going to have a great time in January because there's so many games I missed out on. Plus, we could do countdowns. So it's going to be great. I know it is. I just know January is going to be a really good month. And I hope that you guys will join me for this, you know, for the next couple of weeks. And all month long January is just going to be a good time around here. Okay. So, good shit, my friends. All right? Outside of that, there's not much else really to talk about in the realm of me and my streams and my schedule. I know that was a lot to talk about. It was like over 30 minutes of me blabbing. But that was a lot to talk about, okay? Just trying to think if anything else is coming to mind. You know, we're going to have a sub-goal in January to bring back the retrospective event, but we'll wait a while. Let's wait a week until we even talk about that and we think about it. As for, you know, news right now, there's not a hell of a lot to really talk about. Sadly, in the United States, the biggest thing everything's going on is political. And you guys know I don't like to talk politics. I just don't. I feel that my gameplay streams really, this is not a place where politics fits in. You know what I mean? Like, I feel if we start talking politics right now, I can tell you right now, I actually am very opinionated on what's going on with American politics right now and the stimulus that our government is trying to hash out for the American people. And it keeps going back and forth. They keep, oh, it's done. It's not done. It's done. It's not done. I can sit here and talk about it, but I don't think you guys are here on the Christmas marathon to hear me blab about politics, are you? I'm actually very opinionated and a little bit upset about everything going on, but I'm not going to talk about it today. So I'll just tell you right now, if you ask me questions about it, I'm not going to answer them. This is supposed to be a festive Christmas event. You want to ask me about something about Christmas, that's different, but don't ask me about politics. All right, I'm not going to derail this stream with political shit today. It's just not going to happen. So just forewarning you ahead of time, okay? Okay, let's do shout-outs, guys. We got a significant number of shout-outs to do today. Of course, sadly, I will say this in advance, all right? Because I had to say this on all my regular streams. It's very sad that I have to, but it has to be said. All right, ladies and gentlemen, sadly, because of tons of malicious activity against me this year, all right, I basically have to do what's called a tip audit whenever I get a tip that I don't recognize or a tip that doesn't seem like it could be 100% legit on a stream. What this means is I basically just have to open my PayPal account and check some of the information when people send tips to make sure it's real. I've had an individual and or individuals, because it's not clear, but I've had a certain groups of people this year who've come in here and repeatedly, over and over, done fake tips, okay? And the problem here is when they do these tips, they look legit or they could be legit, but it's not clear if they're legit or not. And if they're not, number one, that money gets taken from me in the future, which sucks because you may not even know. How am I going to know what's real and what's not? What did I make today? I have no idea because someone could just try to get the money back later on. But in addition, there's other problems. It could hurt my PayPal account. It could hit me with fees. It really could screw me over behind the scenes. So because of this, whenever I see a tip come in that seems suspect, meaning it's not backed by anything, it's just like an anonymous tip that comes in from a credit card that's also like an anonymous credit card kind of a deal, I usually will just say I'm not accepting it and refund it. I already got one today. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to read it out here. Yeah, I'm going to read it out here that I already got a few tips today, or one tip today that I know is probably going to end up being bogus. And I'm not going to accept it, all right? But it sucks because here's the thing. Do I want to sit here on a stream and have to do this? No, but I have to, because if I don't refund it immediately, it actually can hurt me behind the scenes. So when I get these tips, I have to check them. Today, I may be playing a game and have to pause and check out and see what's going on with that, okay? So it's already kind of been something I've had to do for 2 months. It really hasn't affected things too negatively, which is a good thing. But at the same time, please understand, I have to do this. It's just something that's a kind of a necessary evil. If you are a stream regular, if you're a true fan of my content and a fan of me, and you want to support via tipping, which I appreciate because, like I said, tipping helps me more than anything, please go the extra steps and create a verified PayPal account. What that means is instead of when you're going to send me a tip, oh, I'm just going to use a credit card anonymously and do a quick transaction, there's no protections there, okay? That means that basically anyone can charge back at any time and screw me over. If you make a registered PayPal account, you got to put your real info in there, your name, your address, bank account information. And once that's in there, now there's protections for me. I get what's called like seller protection. So if someone ever tried to do something malicious, I basically get covered. I won't lose money because of it, okay? And when you have a verified account, I know that I can trust your tip, and I don't have to sit here and do freaking live tip audits and shit. You see what I'm saying? So I would definitely appreciate it if you guys would create verified PayPal accounts if you're looking to tip me, because it helps tremendously for me for peace of mind and knowing that I'm not going to get screwed over. And just knowing that it's real versus having to sit here and ask, gee, is someone in the chat, did they tip me today, or is this fake? Is someone impersonating someone? Because this happens all the time. I don't like having to do that. Now, some people, of course, will spin it and say, but if you do that, you're doxing yourself. You're exposing yourself. Wrong. It's a lie. I don't see any of that information. All I see when someone tips me is the name that you created when you made your PayPal account to be public, which you choose. You choose what name. And I know that because some people, it's their real name. Some people, it's not. It's like a screen name. So whatever you make it. And I'll see an email address that you associated with your PayPal account. That's it. I see an email address and your screen name you created. I don't see any of your personal information. I have no access to that. PayPal has that. If they gave me that, they'd go to jail. That'd be exposing your info. And, you know, just like if you go to a store and you charge something with your credit card and the store gave your information out on the internet, they go to jail too, you see? So don't worry about that, okay? It's not a big deal. But anyway, that being said, if you're thinking of contributing, please consider creating a verified PayPal account. In fact, someone did, and I appreciate that, and I'll give them a shout out here because they actually tipped me overnight and said that, which is really nice. Thank you for that. And again, I hate even having to talk about this and having this be a part of my content, but it happened because of the malicious actions of this one individual who was literally buying fake credit card numbers off the internet and spamming me with fake tips for the past 2-3 months, and it really hurt me financially behind the scenes. I have to do this to protect myself. Okay, guys? All right. Now it's time for shout-outs. So. Oh, boy. Come on now. You know you want to work. Okay, here we go. It's moving. Okay, so. Over a day ago, Phantasy Star PG cheered. He said, you may know this, there's a possible glitch with overnight cheering and sub-gifting. Sometimes the overnight contributions will not show up on, when I'm reading my leaderboard or my Streamlabs queue the next day. He says, it seems to be even worse on your day off. My guess is the overnight trolls do something. Or there's so many overnight cheers, your computer has a limit on how many comments it can hold. If the comment shows up, it's my second time trying to bring the overnight glitch to your attention. I think what happens is, for some reason, when I'm not broadcasting, all right, and if I'm not actively refreshing my Streamlabs queue, which shows all your contributions, it can lock up. It has a tendency to lock up and then not show stuff. Now, sometimes when I refresh it again, it will refresh with all the data, and sometimes I'll hit refresh and none of the data. I don't know what that is. It was some kind of a disconnect with Streamlabs. That has nothing to do with me. And by the way, that also has absolutely nothing at all to do with trolls. Trolls have no control over how Streamlabs works, okay? It's just a thing with Streamlabs. It's a quirk. If I were streaming every single day and actively refreshing it every day, usually I'd see all your contributions. Sadly, it doesn't work like that, okay? So apologies, and I do my best to always give you guys shout-outs when I can. Sorry if I ever miss any of your messages. So Golden Colts did a series of cheers yesterday. Let's read out all of his cheers. First of all, he cheers says, I don't think you see my cheers on your days off because you turn your computer off or something and Streamlabs resets, but have a good day off. No, I saw it. Cheered again. He said, don't forget to get some extra eggnog. I did get eggnog. I'm ready for today. I got the eggnog. Okay. Then he cheered again. I said nothing. Then he cheered again. He said, chat user Piricado objects to cheers without a message attached. Magic sheep hop over the rainbow. Something, something. What the fuck? Okay. Great. Also yesterday, Hallelujah He Reigns did a 25,000-bit cheer and said Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's, but basically, at this point, for safety reasons, he deleted his Twitch account. I'm not shocked. Ladies and gentlemen, it's sadly, this is an ongoing thing that happens. Whenever someone comes onto my streams and becomes a regular supporter, and goes out of their way, especially people who become top supporters, these people who stalk me, these people who hate me, and these people who do their best to ruin my life, actively seek out my biggest supporters and try to harass them. And obviously, Hallelujah He Reigns, Dr. Tony Huge, Only Iced Coffee, all the names that he's used over the past few months as he keeps trying to change it to get the attention off of him, has been harassed online endlessly ever since he started contributing to this channel. And it's not fair. It's not fair that because someone likes someone's content and wants to contribute to allow that to continue, right, that they get endlessly harassed and tirelessly stalked online. It sucks. All right, it does. It absolutely sucks that this happened. And I feel bad, obviously, because I can't control it. I have nothing to do with anything like that. But it came to the point where, the guy was like, what are you going to do? Every day, the fucking asshole haters are just constantly talking about this guy, and it won't stop. To the point where when they build up that much of a fervor, they're not going to stop, and it's never going to calm down. So he made the decision to just delete the whole thing and go away. Okay? So it is what it is. You may notice on the leaderboard, he was the top cheerer, and now it says cheer to be number 1 because his account was deactivated because he wants to protect himself. I don't blame him, all right? I'll use this opportunity to give a word of warning to everyone watching right now. If you are someone who is going to have any kind of an online presence outside of just your personal friends and family in real life, meaning you're going to join a community, you're going to be an active viewer or contributor to any kind of a content creator on the internet, do yourself a huge favor, all right? Number one, turn off your messages on Twitch. That is a huge way that people harass people and try to get your personal information. They will spam you with messages, try to get you to click a link. Now they got your IP address. They can use that to fuck with you. They do all kinds of messed up stuff. I'm serious. I know from firsthand knowledge of stuff that's happened to me and people around me. They do this all the time. You don't need to have open messages on Twitch. It's worthless. You can set it up that only people on your friends list can message you on Twitch. Okay? Number two, again, if you're going to be an active contributor or viewer or anything of someone's content, do not use an account that has any link to your real life persona. Don't use something that's your name. Don't reference your work. Don't do anything that has to do with stuff that can track down to you in real life. My God, don't fucking ever have a Facebook. And I mean this. You know, Facebook was something maybe 10 years ago it had a use. All right? Today, Facebook is primarily used for misinformation, viral advertisement, and online harassment. Facebook is completely outdated and should be destroyed, in my opinion. I have not used Facebook in a million years, and Facebook is, I'm not exaggerating, the number fucking one way that people get trolled on the internet now. Because just think about this. You put up your name, your personal information about where you live, your friends and family are all linked on there, your job may be on there, and from them they can probably figure out where you live, they can probably figure out your phone number. This is all information you're willingly offering up to people on the internet. Why? At any point, some crazy malicious individual could have a stick up their ass about you, and now they use that against you. But the thing is, people have used Facebook now for a decade and feel like it's some safe space. It couldn't be further from the truth. That's the number one target of someone who wants to hurt you on the internet is Facebook. All right? So I'm telling you right now, if you're going to be someone who's a frequent viewer, contributor, anything that has to do with content creation on the internet, you've got to disassociate whatever presence you have with that content from your real life information. Do yourself the due diligence and protect yourself. All right? In the case of Hallelujah, He Reigns, I really do appreciate everything that this guy did for me over the last several months. He's gifted subs to the channel. He's cheered. He's been a frequent tipper. Everything. It's sad that it came to the point where the online harassment is so bad that he had to delete everything. All right? It's fucked up. And I wish him the best. Well, maybe we'll see him again someday. Maybe I'll see him again. I won't even know it's him, because who knows, right? Could come back completely anonymous. I won't even know it's the same person. That's fine. That's actually better, in my opinion. That would protect the identity even more. But I've seen this happen again and again over the years. Someone comes to my streams. They love my content. They want to see it continue. They start contributing, and the next thing you know, those haters come around and they start trying to get their personal information and harass them online and do fucked up stuff to them. People who don't deserve it. What did they do? Nothing. They contributed to a content creator, and because of that, now they have to be a target. It's pretty messed up, especially during this holiday season, that these no-lifers actually ramp up their efforts to ruin people's lives because it's Christmas. Okay? So please understand that, and I hope you guys will be careful. Please be careful with your information. I say delete your fucking Facebook. It serves no purpose. You will still have contact with everyone you talk to on Facebook if you delete your Facebook. You know what I mean? And keep it private. And that way no one can screw with you. Facebook is fucking terrible. It's the worst idea ever. Seriously. And there's a reason why Facebook's being sued into oblivion right now by so many different parties. It took a while, but now they're finally getting around to it. Okay. So anyway, Hallelujah, He Reigns. I hope you do have a happy holidays. I'm sorry to see you go. Maybe I'll see you again one day, and thanks so much for all your help. Okay? Lunaba tipped me $10 yesterday when I was not here and said, have a good holiday marathon. I'm tipping early because I'm probably not going to be there. He's not sure about his schedule for today. And hopefully everything worked with his PayPal card verification. It did, I believe. I can actually double check that, but I'm pretty sure that everything went through, and this is showing up as a verified tip, which is great. Yes, and that's what I mean. When I see that, I know it's good. I know that everything's, great, and I don't have to worry about it. So thank you very much, Lunaba, for that overnight tip. I appreciate that. Okay? All right, so the first cheer of the day today is from the Cat Did It. And did 100-bit cheers say, hey, all have a great and safe holiday. Well, thank you to the Cat Did It. That is the first cheer of the day. Let's get you on the leaderboard. Oh, my God, excuse me. Whew. Oh, by the way, I forgot to talk about this. I'll talk about it now. Why not? We all knew pre-stream was going to be super long today. I've been up since like 8 a.m. today. Usually I wouldn't get up till like 9. But where I live, sometimes they make some really poor decisions. And one of the poor decisions I feel they make is they always schedule things way early in the fucking morning when like a normal person would not want to be up or can't be at home. They decided to schedule alarm testing for today at 8:30 in the morning. Wow. Genius. It's Christmas week. Most people are trying to be home and sleep in, have a good time. Let's schedule alarm testing for 8:30 in the fucking morning, right? So I had to be up early to let guys into the house to test the alarms for fire and stuff. And it's just annoying. I was up, I had the coffee and everything. And I can already tell you, I feel like sluggish and tired because I'm up earlier than I should have been. And it is what it is. Now, today also is Wednesday, which means the landscapers may be showing up later today. And we may have very loud landscaping noises on the stream. And there's nothing I can do about that, all right? But, yeah. So, anyway, just throwing that out there. I'm going to do my best, especially when I start drinking. Hopefully, I don't get overly tired today. But I guess we'll see what happens, okay? Let's see here. Moon Walkman resubscribed for a whopping 30 months. Thank you for 30 months of support, Moon Walkman. That is very, very much appreciated. It's good to see you today. Now, here we go. This is hilarious. I received a tip from someone who says they're banned. They're trying to get unbanned from the stream by tipping, which is not the way that you go about doing it. Everyone knows to get unbanned, you either contact one of my moderators or you email me, and I review the case, and if I feel that you're worthy of an unban, I'll unban you. He tips me. By the way, is it for a verified account? No, it's an anonymous credit card tip that obviously can easily be charged back. And he says, I hope that you'll consider unbanning me. By the way, this won't be a chargeback. So I'm going to refund this because this is exactly the kind of tip I don't want to accept. This is exactly the kind of tip that puts me at risk, not only for having this money reversed later, but then screwing over my PayPal account. Okay? So, no, I'm not going to do that. And you're not getting unbanned via this method. This is not how you go about it at all. Your money's now been refunded, by the way. If you want to be unbanned, you play by the rules like everybody else. You email someone behind the scenes, or you talk to one of my moderators, and we deal with it the proper way. And if I continue to see you do this, like try to tip anonymously and do this, I'm just going to ban you. I'm just being honest. I'm just going to ban it, and then you're not going to be able to tip or nothing. Because I'm not going to have my livelihood get risked and screwed over because you don't follow the rules and you think that you're just going to fuck around. You know, I just can't do it. I'm sorry, I just can't. It's too risky, okay? Okay. All right. So I got that done. That's done. Yes. Oh, man. So now here's another one. Look at this. Here's another one. Someone I had never heard of asking me about Smash Brothers Melee, which everyone knows I don't play. And it's a $5 anonymous tip, and I'm just going to refund it. You know? Because it's probably not legit. So, say goodbye to this. I'm just going to refund it. See what I mean? People come in here, and they think they're going to fuck with me already on Christmas. We just started, and they think, oh, now's the opportunity. Let's go in here and completely screw Phil over. No. I'm not going to have it. I'm just not going to have it. All right? So, try again. Steeman Grumpy has resubscribed for 2 months in a row, 5 total. Thank you. Seraph Lull did 147-bit cheers. Do we get a Christmas vest? No, actually, I looked for one. But here's the problem right now, all right? Number one, we're in the middle of a pandemic, which means, sadly, everything's screwed up. And so trying to go to a store right now is really fucked up because a lot of the stores, especially around here, are having head count limitations. So you try to go to, like, you know, Cole, oh, sorry, we're already at max. You got to wait outside for like 20 minutes to come into the store. What? Yeah, that's how it is around here. Everyone's doing the head count thing because of limited capacity stores. So it's like yesterday, I was going to go out and look to see if I could find like a Christmas vest. And even this month, like, excuse me, when I've gone out and looked for stuff, either there's so many people out there I can't, or there's like nothing around. So I wasn't gonna go crazy. By the way, people are like, why didn't you order one off Amazon? Fuck that. Are you crazy? The vests I ordered off Amazon this year were not what I ordered. Like, that red vest I ordered was supposed to be orange, look like the Marty McFly vest, and it ended up being dark red. You really think I'm gonna order a Christmas vest off Amazon after I already got burned a couple times? Of course not. So, no, there's no Christmas vest. I would have liked to have one, but I couldn't find one at local stores, and now it's too crazy out there with the pandemic to even go shopping, so the answer is no. Like I said, I've already got 3 Christmas sweaters to wear today, plus this shirt. It's more than enough for our marathon. I don't need more 5, 6 costume changes. Okay? Shizzo Network Gaming did a 100-bit cheer and said, how's your Christmas week so far? I would go as far to say, that this week's been pretty good. This is the first holiday-themed event I'm doing. Yesterday ended up being a way more relaxing day than I thought it would be, because I thought that we'd be going out and about doing stuff, but actually, there's so many people out there, we kind of opted not to. Like, basically, yesterday I went out and did the essentials that we had to do, and we didn't do anything else. Like, normally on our day out, we would go shopping and have fun stuff. We didn't do anything. We just kind of came home and just relaxed all day. Kat played a lot of Yakuza, which the thing is, she's so far ahead of me in Yakuza, all right? That, like, she's getting into all this awesome stuff, and she wants to tell me, but she knows she can't because it'll spoil. The cool thing is, all right, she's playing it in Japanese, so even though she's playing it, like, I'll be in another part of the house, you know, doing stuff or playing with Jasper or whatever, and I don't get spoiled because I don't understand Japanese. So even though I hear voices and stuff, I don't know what's going on. She's way ahead of me in the game, and I don't have a clue what's going on because I can't be spoiled because she's playing in a different language, which is pretty cool. So anyway, we didn't do that much yesterday, but it ended up being a pretty relaxing day overall. It was a pretty good day. We actually got some really good food for dinner, Mexican food. You know, today's my Christmas marathon, which should be fun. I hope it works out well. You guys typically seem to really like it, especially with the drinking and everything. Tomorrow, holiday Ask the King, and I get some time with my family for a day and a half, which is really nice. And we already have 2 really good meals planned out for then. So it'll be a good week, I feel. Who knows? You always got to hope for the best. I'm in a holiday festive spirit for sure. I'm feeling very positive about today. And I hope that you guys will enjoy everything today that we do. Fair enough? Okay. All right. Will we actually have legit tips today? I don't know. We got a couple more I need to take a look at here. I don't know if we're going to have a single legit tip today. It might just be all fake tips at this point. Let's see here. So, Low Carb Madman, are you here today and did you tip me? Because this one is in your name, and I know that you are a stream frequenter, but I don't know if you're actually here today or not. This could be someone impersonating you. Okay, I want to verify if this is real or not. In addition, let me check this one out. I see this one. I don't know if this is real either. Low Carb Madman did really tip me. Thank you very much, Low Carb Madman. All right, let's read this one out then. He says, Merry Christmas, Phil. I just got off work. I'm ready for the killer marathon. Awesome. You got off work. Where do you live? Because it's 11 in the morning for me. So, the fact that you just got off work, you must be on the other side of the planet. Holy crap. All right, anyway. I appreciate that. The first legit tip of the day. Low Carb Madman, thank you very much. Oops. Now, Haseo X, are you here today? Haseo X4, are you here today? Because I hate to say it, people, Haseo, if you're really here, you might not realize this. People impersonate you all the time. I have no idea why. People always impersonate poor Haseo and use his name, and then it ends up not being him, even though he does legitimately tip from time to time. So I'm just curious, Haseo, are you here, and was this really you? Because if not, then I'll get rid of it. But please confirm. Brady Twitch, no, Lunaba tipped yesterday. We're counting tips from the stream today. Okay. So let's see if Haseo responds. I don't know if he's going to respond or not. Let's see what happens. Okay, we got way more shout-outs. Rob on Wheels is here today. Good to see you, Rob. And he did a 1,500-bit cheer. And he says, dude, hope you're good. Thank you very much. I am good. I'm looking forward to today very much. Let's get you up on the leaderboard as the top cheer of the day. And as I suspected, I don't think Haseo is here. I've seen no response, so this is probably another fucking bogus tip, if you can believe it. Gets tiring, doesn't it? I'll give it another minute. If his sale doesn't respond, I'm just going to refund it. Hey there, Elon Just Cheers. Have your thoughts on Last of Us 2 changed at all? Don't understand why you think the game is so bad. I never said the game was so bad at all, actually. That's just people being stupid and not actually listening to a word that I actually said and spinning it in a way that proves that their narrative somehow, you know, is negative about me or whatever. I never said the game was bad. I said the story was bad. The game overall is good. The gameplay mechanics are improved. Has massive accessibility, great graphics, great mocap, good voice acting. The only issue I have is the story. Like, literally, the one thing I don't like about the game is the story and the storytelling and the execution and direction of said story. So the game's not bad overall, but the story is a major chunk of the game, and that's a major problem for me. If the story were different, this could have been my favorite game of the year by far. But the story wasn't. It was what it was, okay? So I have no reason to sit here and rant about it again. I've already clearly expressed my feelings. If you don't want to listen to what I've actually said and spin it in a way that says something else, I mean, I can't stop you from doing that. But I would just say clear the wax out of your ears and actually go listen to my review where I very clearly expressed all my thoughts about this game, okay? Timbo Slice Cheer, he said, will you be buying the KFC console? It would be great for you while your chicken is cooking and you can have midstream snacks. First of all, the KFC console is not actually a console. It is a PC, a gaming PC, that has a warming section on the inside. It does not cook chicken. It keeps chicken warm. It's a joke, but it actually is real, apparently, where you can have it. It basically kind of looks like an air fryer. And all you do is you open a door, you take your chicken out, it's warm, you eat it. It's pretty stupid, though. Like, who the hell wants to get greasy chicken all over themselves when they're playing games, especially if it's a PC? So it's a joke, but I guarantee you people will buy it for $1 million because people are stupid and buy junk. Timbo Slice Cherry's talking about a new strain of COVID. Guess what, Timbo? I don't give two fucks. It's the Christmas Marathon. We're not going to talk about fucking strains of COVID on the Christmas Marathon. Festivities Galore did a 500-bit cheer. He said, I'm feeling the holiday spirit. You seem like a cool community streamer. I'm offering $1,500 for a fun hour or two of Among Us. No. I'm not doing Among Us. I don't care about Among Us. Okay? What happened? I said low card. Oops. I put in a D instead of a B. Low card madman. He's the knockoff low-carb madman. There we go. I fixed it. All right. Golden Cold Cheers said, what's the best brand of frozen pizza? Why is it Trader Joe's? I've never had it. Well, actually, hold on. Let me think about this. I've had a couple Trader Joe's frozen pizzas. They're all right, but they're all thin crust. If you're talking, like, rising crust stuff, I like the one, what's it called? Freschetta. That's really good. Now, DiGiorno is also very good. But DiGiorno, I find, is greasier and usually has heavier toppings. If you want a really heavy topping style frozen pizza, go for DiGiorno. Or they even do stuffed crust, like frozen stuffed crust, which it just tastes like string cheese is inside of your crust, okay? But I like Freschetta. Freschetta has very similar ingredients. In some cases, Freschetta's, they have like a deluxe pizza, you know, the one with the works, has like peppers and stuff on it, and DiGiorno doesn't even have that. So basically, I like Freschetta better, and they're cheaper than DiGiorno. So I would say Freschetta. Okay. Stealth Hunter 17 is resub for 5 months. It says Big Ups Philly and the Hate Army. I hope this holiday season is a good time for you and Kat. Looking forward to good, chill stream today. That's all today's about. Chilling. Chilling with you guys and just having a good time. It's not about seriousness. We're not rushing from game to game. It's all about having fun. If we're not having fun, we can move on to a different game because I got many games to go between. I think it's going to be a good day. Thank you for that. Canbar 2 Cheers says, what's up? Your cam looks good. Did you get a new webcam or better lighting? No, this is I put it to 1080p. Right now, it's at the highest quality you can record at for this segment of the stream. The sunlight's out right now, which is super bright. It's going to be a problem because when we're going to play Angry Video Game Nerd in a little bit here, I got to move over to the PC, and I'm going to have to put down the blinds and try to block all the light because if not, it's going to be blaringly bright on camera. So, you know, it is what it is. Brady Twitch resub for 4 months. Thank you very much, Brady Twitch, for 4 months of support. I appreciate that. Yup, called it cheered, 100 bits, and says, you think for the new year it would be a good idea to collaborate with your fans and find new tips goals since you keep taking the vest and glasses off after reaching the goal. That hasn't happened. Every once in a while, I'll take the glasses off near the end of the stream, or if my eye is burning really badly, I'll take them off. I think I've taken the vest off twice because it was nights when I had just showered and I was already overheated. I put the vest on in congruence with the goal, and then I would start sweating like crazy. I'm like, God, I got to take this off. But that has not happened. You are completely over-exaggerating, probably because you just followed attractor circles, and I'm not stupid and falling for that. So nice try. All right, well, let's see here. Golden Cold Cheery said, what do you think about ducks? I think they're cute. Eternal Napalm resubscribed for a whopping 35 months, and he says, happy holidays to you and your family. Hope you're having fun and getting a chance to relax. I would say yesterday was a very relaxing day. Today will not be. You know, even though it'll be a chill stream, you got to understand that when I... Oh, crap. There we go. You have to understand that when I do a marathon, even if it's just chill gaming like it'll be today, it's still kind of, you know, tiring for me to be doing it without much of a break or whatever. I got to figure out what I'm going to eat. My wife's going to make just some, like some stir-fry stuff and leave it for me. I got to eat it at some point during one of the breaks between games and stuff, you know. Okay. Snow Carl tipped $1 and said, happy holidays. Can I have an unban for Christmas? No. But thank you for the $1 tip. Actually, you know what? You know what? How about this? In line with the holiday season. In line with the holiday season. All right? I'm going to, right now, live on stream, pretend to unban him and not do it. No, I'm kidding. All right. Did it work? No. Doesn't work. I don't know what happened. I just did it, and I don't even know if it worked. I just tried. So if it worked, great. If not, I told you guys my laptop is so screwed up at this point that I don't even know if what I typed works or not. So hopefully, if it didn't work, I tried. Anyway, Jethro's main cheer, he says, it's 8 a.m. is actually late for a 40-year-old. Huh? What are you talking about? Anyway, so this Cypher guy who was trying to get unbanned by tipping me earlier now tipped again and says this is from a verified account. Well, let's see if it is. Because this is hilarious. If he had a verified account, then why didn't he tip from it before? Right? Let's see here. I just find that hilarious. No, it's not a verified account. You lied. Oh my God, he tried to trick me. First he did an anonymous credit card tip, which is completely no protections at all. Then he just very quickly made a quick PayPal account with no verification, and he tried to do it through there and said it was verified. It's not verified. Boy, do you see what I mean? So here's a guy who literally twice now this morning he could have got me and could have not only screwed me over for the money that he tipped, but then he could get me all kinds of other shit. See, unbelievable. That's hilarious. So now, not only are you not going to be able to get unbanned from the channel because you lied, but I'm also going to ban you from being able to tip me ever again. And I don't have to worry about your bullshit anymore. By the way, have a Merry Christmas. What an idiot. People are just so dumb, I swear to God, man. All right, anyway. Let's refund this, get it out of here. And then we can get back to actual positive support of the stream and get this guy the fuck out of here. Okay? Okay. Good. Stupidity. O Quad O, or I guess I just call him Quad, just cheered and he said, I've finally gotten around to playing Bloodborne. It's easily one of my favorite games of all time. Hoping for a remaster so I don't have to struggle with the 30 frames per second. Merry early Christmas, man. Much love. Yeah, it's funny because even though almost every game on PlayStation 4, when played on PlayStation 5, is running better, sadly the From Software games are not. From Software, when they designed these games, capped them at 30 frames. In the coding, it's capped at 30 frames. Why? I honestly don't know. Maybe they felt that they wanted it to have an equivalent experience no matter where you played it. But to my knowledge, it's Bloodborne is capped at 30, and there's no way you can ever have it go above 30. So even if you play on PS5, you're like, man, I've been waiting for a better experience. You're still playing at 30, which sucks. I don't know if it loads quicker. I don't know if it looks better. But, yeah. It is what it is. BattleDuck 9000 is here and has tipped me $10, and it is legit. And I thank you very much, BattleDuck, for that. Let's get that up on the leaderboard. Is the top tip of the day. What's hilarious is, again, if I counted all these fake tips, I probably would have been over 50 bucks already. I'm serious. This is how it is every day. See, now you guys are kind of seeing it because you're seeing on a pre-stream how this happens with the tips auditing I'm doing. This is every stream now. Every stream, I'm streaming, and people are coming in with fake tip after fake tip. And if I counted all that, it completely fucks me over. Business-wise, money-wise, everything. It screws everything over. So can you imagine on a daily basis trying to do this? It's very complicated, and it's not... That's for me, it's like the most unfun part of the thing. I love the gameplay. I love hanging out with you guys. I love the interaction. But having to deal with that shit, it's nauseating. It really is. Okay. Oh, well, I just updated the leaderboard, but guess what? Wet Nurse just tipped $11, and that is the current top tip of the day. So let's get that updated on the leaderboard. Oh, by the way, and it's funny because I didn't even think to mention it, but I'm already in the hole by about 40 bucks because of chargebacks yesterday. So it happens. That's what I mean. Like I don't think I go a day without chargebacks. I don't think I go a single day without chargebacks behind the scenes. I just don't talk about it publicly. But yeah, yesterday I was off. I got like 40 bucks in chargebacks gone. Nothing I could do about it. So, let's see here. Okay, let me refresh everything. Because then there's more tips that came in that I need to verify. Alright, so here we go. Is there someone named AquaGlow1 in the stream chat? I don't recognize the name, but they apparently tipped me anonymously like this. I just want to see if it's real or not. So, AquaGlow1, if you're here, please tag me and say, yes, I'm here, and that was my tip. If not, I'm just going to have to refund it. Hey there, Elon Just Cheers. I thought the story was lame. I saw a game for what it was. Gameplay-wise, better than Ghost of Tsushima for me. Which I thought was super average. And you know what? Fair enough, Elon Just. That is your right to feel. Like, everyone has a right to feel if one game was better than another. And if you didn't like Ghost of Tsushima, that's fine. I'm okay with that. I respect everyone's opinion. You know, I personally thought it was one of the best games I've played in years, but someone might disagree, and that's okay. You could disagree with me and say that the plot of Last of Us 2 was good. Like I said, if it weren't for that plot, I probably would have loved the game. But I just hated the plot, you know? Alright. In the meantime, while we're waiting for AquaGlow, which does not, doesn't look real, because I haven't seen a response. Let's see here. I received a legit $5 tip from Mr. Dodlid. I cannot pronounce your name, and I apologize. I don't know how to pronounce that. All right? But he says, been a fan since Final Fantasy 13. Wow, that's a long time to be watching. Love your vids. I wanted to leave you something for Christmas. Not much, but a little something. Best wishes from Germany. Thank you very much. That is legit. Let's get that up on the leaderboard. Another $5 tip. Appreciate that. There we go. Oops, what the heck? There's a Stormlit Aqua in the chat. Yeah, but they didn't tag me, did they? They didn't tag me. So. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Diocletian has dropped a 5-sub bomb on the chat. Very nice. And thank you very much, Diocletian, for the support. Congrats to the following people. We've got Fuchiboy, Versher777, AK Shorty, or AK Shorty, AEG Glow Gang 1738, and Your Humble Messiah, who all received a gifted subscription from Diocletian. Congratulations to all of you. I hope you guys enjoy the gifted subs. And again, thank you, Diocletian, for the support. Smegma Poo did 1,000 bits here. Smegma Poo did Told you I get to get up early today. Spengman Poo did 1,000 bit cheers. Merry Christmas, Phil. Thank you very much. Spengman Poo. Snow Carl cheered. He says, thank you, Phil. Did you miss me? No, not really. But thank you for the contributions today. I hope you'll behave, because this is your last chance. And I mean that. Like, if you even, like, sneeze the wrong way, you're out of here. Jether was main cheer. He said, when I said 8 a.m. is late for a 40-year-old, I'm talking about you saying you have to wake up early today at 8 a.m. That is late. No, it's not for someone who, like me, has a schedule that keeps them up late every day. You have to understand something. I stream all day long, and then I have to wait for my wife to get home from work. Frequently, she doesn't get home till midnight or later, especially during this time of year. I'm not going to bed till like 2, sometimes 3 in the morning. All right? So we're on that schedule, right? We don't even get tired. I don't even get tired until 1, 2 in the morning because I have to be up for my wife's arrival. So, yeah, I'm on a different schedule than you. You understand that people work different schedules, right? You know, some people even work the night shift and then they sleep all day. Like, this is not rocket science here, that you don't understand this. Okay? All right. Snow Carl resub for 5 months and hello, brothers. All right, well, Snow Carl, thumbs up. Thank you for the resub. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. By the way, I'm gonna refund this tip that I said this Aqua guy was not legit. So we'll get this out of here, and also make sure that that person can't contribute again because it was fake. So we'll prevent any further trolling. There you go. Clean up this place a little bit. Sweep it up. Okay. So I received a $5 tip, and it's an interesting situation because this is a situation where someone might actually just have the wrong information, which would explain a lot. Hold on a second here. I have to find this person's tip. Here it is. I think this is it right here. Yes. All right. So this person's name is Biersch. What a name, Biersch. And they tipped me $5. They said, my nephew trolled me. Must have said something stupid on your streams and got banned a while back. This should be from a verified account. I've emailed you. I didn't hear anything. Is it darksidephil@hotmail.com? But he spelled my name wrong. It's DARKSYDEPHIL. He used the letter I. You did send it to the wrong person. And likely, that's a person who impersonates me and probably made that account to try to troll and get people to email them instead of me. So, yeah, you were off by 1 letter. You have to get the spelling right. If you want to be sure you got it right, you could type !email into the stream chat. It'll bring up the actual link with the full proper spelling. That's who you have to email to get unbanned, okay? So thank you for the $5 tip. That's legit. And sorry to hear that you were possibly trying to get unbanned here and we're actually emailing the wrong address. That sucks. Okay. Big D's is here today. Oh, wow, we got the 666-bit animation. I haven't seen that in a million years. Look at that. We seriously haven't seen that in so long. My flaming ass. Well, it's nice on the Christmas marathon. We get to see some fun special stuff. Okay, then. Big D's did 100-bit cheers. Happy holidays, Phil. I've been playing Ni no Kuni on Switch. Loving it. Kind of reminds me of Dragon Quest VIII. What do you think of it? Ni no Kuni 1 is interesting. Turn-based combat, but you're controlling the creatures, right? And a lot of people said it was like Pokemon. I don't think so. It's a little different than that. But it was a great game. Ni no Kuni 2, sadly, they changed the entire game to be very generic and a lot like a lot of other action-based RPGs. And in my opinion, wasn't a very good game. So, Ni no Kuni 1, I actually like a lot. Ni no Kuni 2, not so much. Golden Cold Shoes, have you ever bought lettuce and found tiny snails in the leaves? It's like a horror movie. No, but I've bought kale and found, I'm not kidding you, small caterpillars in the leaves. Baby caterpillars. Like, around here, there's actually certain vegetables that you cannot buy other than organic. And when they do organic, it means they don't use pesticides, which means you can buy it covered in bugs. And that's happened to me. Like, I bring it home, I go to wash it, there's like tons of bugs coming out of my sink. What the fuck is this? Disgusting. So anyway, no, I've never had snails, but I've had caterpillars. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, that's interesting. That's an interesting tidbit of knowledge here from Kane Z7 Gaming tipped me $1.21. I don't know why the odd amount, but they tipped me $1.21 and said, okay, actually, when it comes to From Software games, it's a weird thing. Only Bloodborne is the one that's frame locked. He says, all other From Software games, including Sekiro, Dark Souls 2, and Dark Souls 3, if you play the PS4 versions of them on PS5, you'll get the full 60 frames. For some odd reason, when they made Bloodborne, they programmed it to be locked at 30. That is odd. I wonder why they did that. I mean, maybe they just never thought that... Maybe they never thought that there would be a console like PS5 that would be backwards compatible and could actually improve the performance of the game. Or maybe it was that it was actually running at higher than 30, but it was variable. And because it was variable, it was very jarring to the eye because some parts were 30 or less and then others were above 30. And so they said, instead of that, we just want it to always be 30. I don't know. But anyway, that's interesting to know. I did not know that. Okay. You know, one day maybe I'll go back and play those games again. I mean, I've already played them to death. I played Dark Souls 2 3 times, right? Or did I? 2 times? 3 times? I played Dark Souls 3 at least twice, and its DLCs. You know, I played Bloodborne twice, and its DLCs. So I don't know if I will go back and play them again. And Sekiro, no one apparently wants to see me play. Ripley Atomic has tipped me $55 and says, you're now over $50. That is correct, and it is legit. I can see that is a legit tip. Thank you very much, Ripley Atomic. That is super duper appreciated that we're getting off to such a great start today. Let's get that on the leaderboard. So that jumps us up to $92 in tips. Again, guys, there is no tips goal for today. There's no vest or anything like that. I'm going to be wearing holiday-themed attire all day long. And I really appreciate you guys coming and contributing because it helps out so much. And because of fucking chargebacks I got yesterday, which is really annoying. Okay. Gabriel KO is resubscribed for 42 months. Thank you, Gabriel KO, for such long-standing support. We got that anonymous 666-bit cheer, which was just see the flaming ass animation, which was really neat. Thank you for that, whoever that was. Peter Heydrich cheered. He says, F's in the chat for Dr. Tony Huge. He's a great bloke. I hate trolls. Ruined him. And I wish the best and hope that he appears again. I mean, me too. And here's the thing. I will say this to anyone who's ever contributed and got harassed by trolls because of it. Obviously, I apologize. I wish there was some way I could fix that. There's not. All I could do is basically kind of warn you guys and be like, prepare for the harassment. Shut off your DMs. Don't ever have your online persona associated with anything in your real life so that people can harass you. But also, what I will say is this. If you're afraid, fine. I totally respect that. But don't miss out on the content. You can always still watch. You can watch here live and just don't talk or contribute and then no one will know what, you know. You could still watch on demand over on DSPGaming on YouTube. You know, of anything. I don't want people who genuinely love what I do and the content I put out to miss out on it because of the harassment of these shitheads. If you do that, I hate to say it, you gave them what they want. They wanted to legitimately make someone who likes my content no longer be able to watch it. And if that's happened, they got what they were trying to do. You see, you gave them the attention they were seeking. So even if it means for protection purposes, you don't have to be publicly part of this stuff anymore, just keep watching it, man. Just enjoy it for yourself. Don't let anyone tell you what you can and can't do or what you should or shouldn't watch. It's fucked up that people would try to control your life like that, okay? All right. Peter Heydrich cheered again. Can you do a top 10 moments of the year for your streams? Here's the thing about something like that. All right. That would be ridiculous because you have to understand I'm here 6 days a week all year long. Very few exceptions where I've taken a day off here or there. And that being said, how on earth can I go through all of the stuff that I've done during the year and somehow have some kind of a listing of the best? Or you see what I'm saying? That would be more on you. And remember, you guys, I used to actually have the fan-voted funniest moments of the year where you guys would nominate the funny moments that you thought were the best ones, and then you would actually vote on the funniest ones. And I haven't done that in like 5 years because basically people lost interest. They stopped nominating and they stopped really voting, and the series had to be retired because of it. I'm sorry, I don't have the memory capacity to remember everything I've done. Probably this year I probably played 50 games. You know, how could I possibly remember the best moments or the funniest parts. You know, it's when you guys bring it up or during a retrospective event. Sometimes you guys nominate the stuff when we watch it together. Then I'm like, oh, that was great. But I can't just remember that off the top of my head. You see what I'm saying? If you guys were watching the stuff, you guys would be the ones to know what's good. Okay? Okay. Battle Duck 9000 has tipped me $9 more. Thank you very much, Battle Duck. And guess what? That means we actually have exceeded $100. No, we have. I was lying. We're at $101 in tips today so far. Thank you guys so much for the support. My Asian son, which surprisingly enough sounds like a troll account, but actually is a verified PayPal account. Timmy $3 said, "Merry Christmas, Father. I hope Asian Santa will get me a Mao Zedong action figure." Oh my God. I don't know what I got myself into here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for now for contributions. So what we could do now... Oh, wow. Look at this. So, it looks like there was a poll, pay Phil a compliment for Christmas, and the top one that everyone voted for was, "You're brave and stunning." I'm both brave and stunning? That's exciting. I didn't know that. In fact, I don't believe that. But anyway, I'm going to close this so I can actually see the leaderboard. Well, it's frozen. Oh, God. Okay. So, first of all, shout out to the top cheerers of the week. The week is young. It's only Wednesday, and obviously this runs all the way through Sunday. But I'd like to say thank you to everyone who cheered this week so far. I mean, we're early. Marathon, probably this leaderboard will change significantly today. Timbo Slice is currently in 10th place. Festivities Galore is in 9th. Golden Colts is in 8th. Critical Red is in 7th place. Ripley Atomic is in 6th. Yoshino Lover in 5th. Smegmapu in 4th. Lice for Soul in 3rd. Rob on Wheels in 2nd. And Hallelujah He Reigns, who no longer exists on Twitch, but I know that's who it was, securely in 1st with that 25,000-bit cheer. Thank you, Hallelujah He Reigns. Will anyone beat him this week? I don't know. Okay. Also, thank you to those who gifted subscriptions to the channel this week. Shai LaButt is tied with Randy O'Butternub for 4th place. Shoryuken is tied with Diocletian for 2nd place. And Dan's Gaming, who gifted 100 subs to the channel on Monday. And then, of course, my trolls went to his Twitter and harassed the fuck out of him, you know, prompting him to publicly apologize, thinking that he did something wrong when in reality he didn't. He gifted 100 subs. That was really awesome. And if you got one of those subs, congratulations. And hopefully you said thank you to him when he was here on Monday. Just another example of someone trying to do something nice and shithead trolls harassing the fuck out of them and making them feel bad that they did that because, you know. Who wants to do an act of kindness, a random act of kindness during Christmas week, and then get shit for it, right? But that's the level of these people. They're scumbags. These are miserable people who are just completely wastes of life on this planet. That's all I have to say about that. Okay. And by the way, thank you, Dan's Gaming. Regardless of the fact of what you think of me or what you were told about me, I super appreciate that, and I know that the viewers appreciate that as well. All right? Okay. All right. Golden Colts cheers. I hate when you pause a game and the cinematic music keeps playing. Walk out of the theater then and there. What? I think you've lost me, Golden Colts. I don't get that one. I just don't get that one. All right. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's that for now. Now, 2 things. Number 1, I'm going to take a break and I'm going to use the restroom during this break before we get started. That way I won't have to take frequent bathroom breaks or anything. But number 2, I have to move my entire setup, all right, from here over to the PC. Okay? That's going to take a while. Then I have to set it up for capturing the game. I had it set up. It was working last night, but the problem with PC games, you have to set it up totally from scratch every time or it doesn't work. So I have to do that again. I have to change the lighting in here because as you can see right now, the incredible amount of sunlight outside is making it so bright in here. In fact, hold on a second. Well, hold on 1 second, everyone. Look at the sun. It's crazy. Yeah, see, it doesn't even do much. My God. It's so bright outside today. Wow. The sun is blaringly bright outside today to the point where I get the feeling when I go to record over there, it's going to look like shit. Like, seriously. It is what it is, though. There's nothing I can really do about that. You know, I can't fix that. So, give me about, 15 minutes here. Use the restroom. I'm going to move my equipment over. What I'll do is when I'm back and I'm moving my equipment over, I will turn on the mic again so you guys know I'm here and at least working. But this will be the one major annoying thing. Because after this, I can move back over here for the Xbox One and the PS5. And then the setup is easy. All right? But the thing is, we have to get past this initial annoying thing to play on PC first. And then we'll be able to move back and have it be more streamlined for the rest. And by the way, I will be opening a beer. I got to determine which beer I want to start with to drink the Angry Video Game, to play the Angry Video Game Nerd game. All right? Fair enough. Canbar2 cheers, says, you're stunning and brave. Thanks a lot, Canbar. Stunning and brave. All right. Thank you, guys. I'll be back in a few to set up and to do some Angry Video Game Nerd hijinks. All right, guys. Thanks. I'll see you in a bit.